Legion Tactical Cutlery.
Hold the line!
Hey everyone, how you guys doing? It's Grugs here, Legion Tactical Cutlery. Welcome back, troops, legionnaires, and new recruits. Man, I got another great knife for you today. This is the Eafengrow EF-127. I can't wait to test it out. All right, let's get to it. Before we get started today, what do you guys got in your pocket? Well, today I'm carrying something traditional. This is the Rough Rider Scout. It's got 4 nice tools. My favorite part is the spear point blade. What are you guys carrying today? Veterans, active military, as always, we appreciate your service. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoy this video. Excellent, troops. Let's go over some quick specs. We are looking at an overall length of 10.08 inch with a blade length of 5 inch. The blade material is 14C28N in a black stonewash finish. Blade hardness is 59 to 61. Handle length is 5.0 inch. Handle material is G10. It is full Tang. Blade width is 3.4 centimeters. Blade thickness is 4 millimeters. Net weight is 9.87 ounce. It does come with a kydex sheath and a tech lock system. Right, let's check this out a little bit closer. Look at that blade. Loving the shape of that. I'm calling this a long clip point. It is phenomenal. Check out that blade grind right there. Definitely a tip penetrator. All right, check that out. It is a hollow grind blade. I don't particularly like the hole, although I'm not too bothered by it. I kind of wish this was a fuller, but it is what it is, okay? Decently thick, some nice jimping over here. The G10 is done very well, the handle. There is a small sharpening choil and a guard. And then you can see how well done those G10 handles are. Everything about the fit and finish of this knife is fantastic, okay? Well done, executed properly, just fantastic for the price. All right, you can go check this out on Amazon or the Eafengrow website. They go for about 40 bucks, and I think it's worth it, especially with the kydex sheath. All right, and over here you could see that there's a small logo and the other side of the blade. All right, troops, let's take a quick look at the high quality kydex sheath that it comes with. There you go. It is a taco style sheath. It's got a couple of rivets. You can unfasten this and put a ferro rod holder here if you wanted to, or you could mount it up in a different area or wrap paracord around this. It does come with a tech lock system. All right, let's pop the knife in. It fits really nice. It looks good, and it will do the job. Very adequate. All right, we got ourselves a really nice log that we're going to chop up and process using this knife. Let's give it a try. Now, the handle is pretty comfortable, but I do have a lanyard on here, so I'm going to just test it out with the lanyard around my gloves. Even with the gloves, it feels pretty solid in the hand. It is very well balanced. It's not front heavy or rear heavy, so I may need to use the baton to do some work, but we're gonna try chopping first and see how that works out. Okay, again, first time using this steel, and I'm excited. Let's get going. Already chopping. Now, right off the bat, definitely the lanyard will help, especially with these gloves on, okay? I will be doing some sharpness testing on some sticks, see how it works out. But for now, I'm just gonna do some chopping. So far, so good. She's working out real well. And it's a nice mid-size blade, nothing too big, nothing too small, a perfect size. Great for hiking, camping, bushcrafting, even law enforcement. I mean, with this knife, military law enforcement would have a ball with this. Okay, enough talk. Grugs, you talk too much, man. Now, it is light, you know. I definitely don't feel, the weight in the front. Again, very well balanced. So this would definitely be a decent fighter. You know, if that's what you're into in the martial arts world, be nice to practice with. You know, very, very nimble in the hand. But again, you know, it's doing the job. You know, I'm going to try and use every part of the blade, but because it's so light, I am using the forward part. As you can see, that nice V right there, it's working. It's working, but it's going to take a little while because, again, you know, we're not talking a big buoy over here. We're talking about a small knife. Now, for those of you out there just tuning in for the first time, I test knives. Okay, I do carry with me a saw and an axe of some sort in my pack, but this is a channel that tests knives, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I want you guys and gals to think I'm crazy out there if you're just tuning in for the first time. But I love, you know, doing these tests with these knives. And you know, full disclosure, Eafengrow did send this to me to test per my request, and you know, I'm happy to test these knives. Now, I've purchased 2 myself, and I have tested 2 that Eafengrow have given me, and one of them is this, and they've all done and performed very well. And you could definitely check out the other videos in my channel. Just search Eafengrow, you know. Okay, great. This might take a while, troops, so bear with me, because again, very light, you know, and I'm just testing out the retention. I want to see, you know, if this steel can hold its edge. But, you know, looking at doing the chopping over here of this log, you know, and it's hard steel. I mean, hard wood. You know, it's seasoned, so it's been out in the sun and the elements, and it's been getting nice and hard. So, an excellent test in my opinion. Just to angle this a little bit better for you guys and gals. Definitely cutting in deep when I'm, you know, exerting myself. But so far so good. Doing the job. And I am, again, trying to use every part of the blade as much as possible. But it's, again, such a light blade. It is not front heavy, that the sweet spot is more towards the front rather than the rear of the blade. I'm using some of the rear of the blade right now, but you're just not getting that, you know, that nice leverage to get a good bite in here. All right, there are chunks flying. You know, there is no doubt. Almost there, almost there. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. And I appreciate, you know, all the subscribers out there. We hit 1 million views on my channel. Never in my days did I think I was gonna hit 1 million views. So I wanna thank, you know, subscribers, legionnaires, new recruits, and troops out there for, you know, checking out this channel. You know, I really do appreciate it. It means a lot, especially all the hard work. I mean, it does take some time to come out here. You know, you got to give a lot of content creators credit, man, because, you know, this is work. This is time. This is effort. So I want you troops to know that, and that we do appreciate that you take your time, you know, and watch. You know, I can't answer for every channel, but at least for my channel, you know, I could definitely say thank you. Let's get rid of this part over here. I'm starting to stray too far from the original cutting. Definitely good that I have this lanyard. Definitely, it's helping out for sure. Okay. All right, we're almost through. See? We have an opening here and an opening here, so let's see if we could just start chopping away. And in this vicinity. All right, you can see the chunks that this thing is making, you know? Excellent. Look at that nice cut right there. You know, sometimes I land a good blow and it surprises me, you know? Excellent. Hope you guys and gals are getting a good view. Every time I'm behind the camera, I'm really not knowing if you guys are getting the best view or not, but I think I usually do a pretty decent job of capturing, you know, what the knife's capabilities are on video. All right, as you can see, okay, the center's starting to get a little bit harder, which is a good test for me. Ooh, look at that nice chunk. Nice. Luckily, it's nice and cool out here. So, wow, look at all the chips. Look at that. Look at all the chips over here. That's pretty cool. This would be a perfect knife with, you know, an axe or a saw. Absolutely, absolutely. We're getting there, troops, we're getting there. All right, let's get this area. This is a nice little thick area. Let's whittle it down a little more with the chopping. I'm curious to see, you know, its sharpness, although, I mean, I'm still cutting through and making, you know, chunks here. That was a nice little chunk I just took out. This little knife, cutting up this pretty large log. That's awesome. We're almost there. We are almost there. Look how nice and thin that is. There we go. Done. Done deal. That was pretty awesome. We're going to do a little horizontal and vertical batoning, but first I want to see for myself. This thing is still sharp. Okay, good. It's taking off the bark. It's doing a good job of it. Taking out some nice thick slices, which is good. Making some curls already. So far so good. I'm liking it. All right, great. Let's do the baton in action. All right, we're going to use the whole blade. See what we could do here. Let's get rid of that. Oh, it's already splitting the wood. Fantastic. Excellent, excellent. That is good. We're also going to go through this knot, I think. Yep. Good, check out that split right there. It's definitely making a nice wedge so far. Look, it even started cracking the whole log. That's a good sign in my book. Okay. Definitely a solid blade. Let's do the end part over here. Use the help of the stump, and it went right through, which is good. Okay. Great. Let me pick those up. All right, let's make some feather sticks. Let's cut these into thirds. Let's see if it'll do it just fine. Oh, I think I hit a nice knot. Good for testing. I hit something hard because look, it's splitting that wood. All right. I mean, the blade looks good so far. Looks straight. Nice, nice. All right, let's do a little, this is so nice and hard, let's do a little vertical, just for the heck of it. Very nice, okay. Excellent. Let's keep going. Okay, split, real good. Did pry it open a little bit, which is awesome. I'm going to save this quarter for the conclusion and make some smaller pieces over here. Definitely found myself a nice piece of wood to test. Good control on this knife. No, the small knives aren't bad at all, let me tell you. You know, they definitely do the job. Let's get rid of that. Let's do a little bit more. Let's try it this way. Excellent. Cool. All right. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Okay, before I get back to doing more finer work, I want to cut through this nice thick piece. See how the edge retention is. I'll make a few chunks of wood. And then we'll check out the blade, make sure it's okay. All right, even though that twisted, it looks good. Check it out, okay? Do it again. Damn hard piece of wood, troops. This will be a nice test. Okay, even though it broke, it snapped. Knife looks good. It's still cutting, which is good. Let's see this tip. Penetration, nice. Awesome. Do that again. All right, awesome. Kicking ass. Again. I'm going to keep on going until this is just nothing left. There we go. Nice. Blade looks good. All right, one more. We're going to cut this right in half. You guys ready? I'm bashing the living daylights out of this thing. This is a nice knife right here. One last little piece, troops. All right. Awesome. All right, real quick, I just want to show you guys. I picked this up all off the floor. Look at all that. I mean, that was a seriously hard piece of thick wood, and I want you guys and gals to take a look at this blade. I'm going to give you guys a real good close-up. Look at that. The edge is fine. There is nothing absolutely wrong with this blade at all. So the steel is damn fine, okay? The heat treat is damn fine. Eafengrow knows what they are doing. Let's test out the sharpness real quick. Okay. I am making some thin curls. It is cutting. It's doing a nice job. So far, so good. Yeah, man, definitely a decent knife. I mean, this thing took a serious beating, man. Look at my baton. Look at that. All right, that is just some serious beating I gave this knife, and so far so good. Now, the only thing that I've noticed is that the screws come loose. kind of like a pattern with these Eafengrow knives. So my recommendation is, if you ever do decide to grab yourself one of these Eafengrows, grab yourself some Loctite, unscrew these, and you know, put some Loctite in here, because the screws do seem to get loose. But then again, to be fair, I've been bashing the living daylights out of this knife. Okay, let's do a little bit lighter work. I want to make some feather sticks. I want to make some long feather sticks. So got myself a nice piece of wood over here, nice and long. Let's see if I can, you know, use my control of this knife and get some nice long pieces here. Okay, so far so good. Yeah, looking good so far. I don't know what it is, but this nice thick type of point and area over here seems to give me, you know, a lot of good control and penetration while doing some of the finer work so far. That's what I'm noticing myself, and I'm liking it. Okay, there we go, nice and long. Let me see now if I can cut this a little bit smaller for feather sticks. So the width of the front part of this blade is doing me justice, man, you know? It just cut it up the way I wanted it, the sticks to be, which is great. All right, so now let me put this over here on the side, and I'll make some feather sticks in a second. So let's try the tip now. Okay, there we go, nice. Split the wood. There we go, nice. It's doing the job. So we'll make sure that you guys and gals will see. Very good. All right, this piece is kind of breaking, but that's okay. I don't care. It's still good for a feather stick or what have you, kindling. You know what I mean? When you're out in the woods freezing, you know, it doesn't have to be all perfect. All right, cool. So far, so good. See if I can go through this one knot. Yep. Excellent. Cool. All right. Very good. That tip test worked. Let's see what kind of feather sticks I could do. Should still be pretty sharp. All right, let's take off the bark. I'm liking this knife, guys and gals. I'm really liking this knife a lot. The steel is good. The heat treat is good. The design is good. It's a tough knife. I banged up the G10 a little bit over here. It's doing fine. The blade is looking straight. No chips, no rolls. I mean, this is fantastic, this knife. All right, let's make some curls. Now the spine is a little bit rounded off. Again, I did not bring my ferro rod, but I think all the work that I did speaks for itself with this knife. It's definitely doing a nice job. There's a nice small pile of, you know, curls over here. Now let me see if I can make, you know, a nice little feather stick. It's making the curls. Now this is a hollow grind, so it is going to do a little bit more justice, I feel. Just a matter of getting used to the knife too, you know. But it is making the curls. Let me try a different area of this piece of wood. Again, let me take off the bark. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna make a nice feather stick for you guys. I'm not the best feather sticker. Sometimes I get it right off the bat, sometimes I don't. In any case, feather stick or not. Let me see, you know what? Let's try it a different way. Let's see if I could do it this way instead. Yeah, it's making the curls. There we go. It's doing it, troops, it's doing it. So it's just the user. Ah, damn it. Well, I want you to see. Look at those curls that I made. You know, that's pretty cool. Kind of bumming me out that I'm not making the curls that I want. Let's see. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Now I feel better. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, cool. Check it out. That worked just fine. Badass, troops. Just a badass blade. This is a great knife. 40 bucks, you can't go wrong. I beat the living daylights out of this knife. This knife came through with flying colors. The edge is fine. The steel is still sharp. The blade is intact. There are no bends, no warps, no nothing. You know what? Cheat my ass. This knife is phenomenal. It's fantastic. Worth every cent. Look what it did, troops. Check it out. All right? I did everything that I asked it to do, and it could still do more. The only thing I would recommend to Eafengrow is put some Loctite in your screws and make sure that they're tightened up real well, because some hard banging will make those screws loose. Other than that, the knife, the sheath is just great, okay, for 40 bucks. Can't go wrong. I'll put the links down. You can check it out on Amazon. And yeah, it's just a fantastic knife, man. Just a fantastic budget knife. You buy this and you will be satisfied with this blade. All right, troops, Legionnaires, and new recruits. Thanks very much. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. I want to bring awareness to everybody. Hashtag 22 a day. Hashtag 22 a day no more. There are veterans and active military out there that once they get out of the service, they do face a lot of challenges. And unfortunately, one of these challenges is suicide. So at the end of this video will be slides that you could pause. And in the description section and in the comment section will be phone numbers, websites, and a heartfelt message from a Legionnaire of this channel, Martin Miller, Vietnam veteran from 66 to 69. He has been there. He has done that. He has experienced what you guys have gone through or are going through, and he has a heartfelt message. Please seek the help that you guys and gals all have earned and deserved. All right, troops, Legionnaires, and new recruits. Thank you very much for the 1 million views. Appreciate it. You guys hold the line. Take care.
Legionnaires!